So this evening, it's time for my number three. We're in the top three now. My number three of what I consider to be the best rock music records to have been released this year of 2023. And this time it's a British band from London who kind of do, I suppose, what you could call occult rock. Occult heavy rock. And the band I'm talking about are Green Lung. This Heathen Land. A journey into occult Albion. So you can see straight away, you can see straight away it's what we're talking about here. This is occult rock at its very, very best. There are a few bands who do this kind of thing. I think Green Lung do it very, very well indeed. I discovered them round about possibly 2 years ago now. 2 years ago. And I've loved them ever since. Absolutely fantastic. They're a five-piece. Five-piece, as I say, from London. This particular release is the third full-length studio record. The last one, Black Harvest, was 2021. That's when I discovered them. And in the band we have, as I say, they're a five-piece. We have Joseph Gast on bass, Matt Wiseman. These are much easier names to say than usual. Matt Wiseman drums, Scott Black guitars. So they only have one guitar player, but my God, does this guy shred when he needs to. He doesn't always shred, but my God, when he needs to. Whew, some of his solos are absolutely superb. Tom Templar, vocals, what a voice. Wow. That doesn't get you nothing more. John Wright, organ. So yeah, there's shades of Deep Purple, shades of Queen, shades of Iron Maiden. The final song, Oceans of Time, which is one of the most memorable things on the record, is some of the guitar work in that actually reminds me of what Slash was doing with Guns N' Roses on that first record, Appetite for Destruction. So there's all sorts going on here, but they still have their own identity. Their main concern seems to be with British horror legends and movies of the 60s and 70s, Hammer horror, that kind of thing. Which I suppose makes sense for a band who are classed as occult rock. So what songs have we got on here? Well, first of all, let me read something on the back of the record. Okay, this gives you an even better idea of what we're talking about here with Green Lung. This starts the record. This starts side one. Beyond the cities and motorways of modern Britain, away from the influence of its Christian churches and cathedrals, lies another country. An older, stranger country. A country of lonely tors and desolate moors, of forgotten woods and mysterious standing stones. You are about to embark on a journey into occult Albion. Come, it's time to explore this heathen land. And then that first song kicks in, The Forest Church. Just absolutely superb. The only song I don't really like on here, if there's any, possibly Hunters of the Sky gets a little, his voice goes right through the roof on that one, Tom Templar's voice, and it starts to almost become a parody of itself, but they save it with a crunching gear change, and then you think, yes, this is genius. This has not been out really that long, really. I've not had it that long, so I really still need to get used to it, to really, really get into it. But at the moment, I'm absolutely loving it. So you've got, yeah, another of the songs that's on side one that I don't really love at the moment, but I like it, is Mountain Throne. That's okay, not bad. Then we have Maxine, Witch Queen, which is superb. One for Sorrow ends side one, which is absolutely brilliant. Love that song. Song of the Songs starts side two. That immediately, the guitar work on that reminds me instantly of Led Zeppelin 3. It's that kind of acoustic feel going on. It's really good. The Ancient Ways is brilliant. Hunters of the Sky. Again, that's the one with Tom Templer's voice going through the roof up to the sky. But as I say, they save it by having this brilliant gear change in the song. And then song number 9, the final song on the record, the most memorable possibly. I mean, they're all memorable, but because it's last, I suppose it's most memorable. Oceans of Time, which is absolutely superb. As I said, a brilliant song, and the guitar work on that is extraordinary. This guitar player is an absolute star. This Scott Black character is brilliant. Not only can he do the heavy bombarding riffs, he can do this beautiful acoustic stuff. He's got a massive range. He can do this gorgeous acoustic stuff, which reminds me of Jimmy Page, and he can do this these incredible solos that rip your face off, but they're melodic, and they're brilliant, and they're wonderful to listen to. And this record is wonderful to listen to. It's absolutely brilliant. So, have you heard of Green Lung? Have you ever heard of them? And if not, you really, really should. And if you have heard of them, is this a sign of a maturing band? Or do you think they've taken a step backwards? Because I have heard that some people don't like this as much as their previous full-length releases. Lots of EPs they've got as well, and singles. But I think this is a mature record. Just because there's some acoustic kind of stuff on here doesn't mean they've lost their heaviosity at all. Not at all. And it's that blend of heaviosity and acoustic brilliance and this wonderful voice on Tom Templer, the fantastic guitar work, that made me put this Heathen Land to my number 3 of my little countdown of what I consider to be the best rock records of 2023.